ظهر هنا في حاجة قدام مني اهي.
A rare discovery in Egypt.
A tomb perfectly preserved,
untouched and unlooted for 4,000 years.
The nice thing was, because it was Netflix's first opportunity it was their first time making a film about ancient Egypt. They gave me a very, they gave us a very great brief, which was they had just asked that basically they didn't want it to be anything like all the other ancient Egypt films that have been made before. So that was the only brief. Just go and make something new. So, and that was just the most fantastic brief you could ever be given as a filmmaker, because it's carte blanche to go and experience something and try to translate that experience to the audience. And so that's what we did. We went out with a very small crew with 2 cameras and we began filming very quickly. Less than a week after I first spoke to Netflix about this, we began filming. So we made it up as we went along, and we just lived out there and hung out with the archaeologists, and we got involved in their lives probably and found out about who they were and what they were doing, and we filmed that experience.
So how did you break the ice with like the gig workers or the people around the cemetery?
One, we're incredibly lucky that Egyptian people are genuinely very friendly. So that's always a big icebreaker. 2, it always helps if you're there to make a film about people. They tend to be reasonably friendly to you anyway. But we were very lucky. They are all very intelligent, very erudite, and very hardworking people. What if we don't find anything? What if I just come out here for a month with the brief of make a film like nobody else has made before, and we don't find anything the whole time we're here? Like, can we still have a film? But the surprise to me was we couldn't stop finding things from the moment that we started. Every single day, and sometimes every single hour or half an hour, they were finding these incredible artifacts from the whole period of Egyptian history. The morning you find something 4,000 years old, and the next thing you find 2,000 years old, which is just mind-boggling. People seem to have really taken the film to heart, and they've felt something whilst they're watching it, and they've been kind enough to kind of feed back to us that that's the case. So you never get tired of getting messages from people who've seen a film and enjoyed the film, and that is that has been a massive blessing for all of us. The reaction in Egypt, to see it sort of #1 in the charts in Egypt for weeks now is brilliant.
What was the most thing that you loved in the whole experience?
I think it was the people who we met. I think it was the people we spent time with, and the things we did together. That we, making any film is an adventure, and mostly they're not the adventure you think you're going on. Mostly they turn out to be a completely different adventure than what you believe you're setting out to do. And in this, we made some fabulous friends. We saw some extraordinary things that were a privilege, and we got to make a film about it that, with Netflix's backing, and it's quite rare. I mean, in fact, it's not rare. It's just, for me, it's almost unheard of to be given the support and the freedom that Netflix gave us to make this film. It was all about the people, and the crew, and as well. That was a gift. So it was a great adventure, and one that I hope we get to repeat someday.